Hello everyone. Alright, I think I am live. Hello. Let's see here. Hi Tammy and Ketty and Heather. Thanks for coming, guys. You guys are quick. So my name is Laura if you haven't been here before. I am an illustrator who also loves to color, draw, paint. I do all kinds of artwork. And Abby right now really wants to be on the table. You should have seen when I was setting up my camera, little Miss Abby was sprawled all over the desk. She was like, this is my area. I'm the superstar. She's so funny. So I have her in my arms right now. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Christina. Thank you all for coming, and thank you to my mods for being here today. Hi, Bo. So if you guys aren't aware, this is a color and chat channel, so you will see all throughout the course of this live stream, I will be talking to my friends in the box, as we call them. You guys, my loyal viewers, thank you so much for tuning in today. We've all become family at this point now. So, and to my lurkers, you guys know I love you guys too. So, today we are participating in the Ancient Cultures event hosted by Vicky. You can find all the links to the live stream schedule in the description below, but I can link it here in the chat as well. Just one moment. So there is the schedule if you guys are looking for it. Let's see, who else is here? Hi, Yvonne. Welcome. And Pamela. Thanks for coming. Who else came in? Bridget. Hello. Abby says hello. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Dawn. Thank you guys for coming. So I have little Miss Abby here. I don't know how long I can hold her. She is like in my arms. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, she really wants to get on the desk. So we'll see how this stream goes. But today we will be working, oh Abby, come on cutie, here, will you sit behind me? No, she won't. Alright, well we'll probably see her return. Anyway, today we are working in my coloring book. This is Circle Portraits coloring book, and the reason I wanted to work in my book is because I actually have an entire section in my book. It's 10 pages of myths and legends from ancient cultures. And so I just, this page has been requested so many times that I thought it would be a great opportunity to work on it. Hi, Sammy. Welcome. Hi, Shannon. Hello. Okay. Hi, Bee and Pat. Hello. Hi, friends. Yeah. All right. Hey, lurk away, Bee. You know I love my lurkers. Okay. I lurk all the time in other people's streams, so I do not feel bad if you are doing something else while you're watching. So this page, this is, let me just talk a little bit about it and then we're going to jump right on in. So the reason why we're doing a pale moon glow kind of skin, I did the background in a quick session earlier this week, so you can see the intro on my channel. I just did a quick time-lapse video because I've done another background just like this similarly in another live stream on my Kirby Roseanne's. I have a lot of whips on my channel going on right now, guys. But anyway, I had another background that I did live that was very similar to this. It just wasn't all black paint. There was some colors mixed in. So that's all there for you if you want to go back and watch that stuff. But today I wanted to focus on the skin. Usually skin is the thing that people ask me the most to help with, and I just figured it would be a really good thing to cover today. So let's see, who else am I missing? Hi, Lulu and Lozzie. Thanks for coming. Who else did I miss? I hope I got everybody. Michelle, thanks for coming. If I missed you, don't be offended. The chat moves a lot faster than I am good at keeping up with. So if you have something to ask me or something to tell me, put it in all caps or do @LauraColors2. That'll highlight my name. It's a lot easier for me to find you guys in the chat. Don't be afraid to repeat yourself if I missed your question. And nobody will be offended. We're all friends here. So, but yeah, so this particular page, this is the Mayan myth of the sun and the moon. And it's actually a love story, which is why I thought it would be perfect today because it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And while I chat, I'm just going to kind of peek at my color chart and see what color I feel like starting with while I talk about this page a little bit. So what's fun about this page is in my book I have a whole bunch of ancient cultures. So this is Bridget, the goddess of fire and creativity from the Celtic legends. This is Athena, the goddess of war and wisdom from the Greek legends. So there's, oh, that goes into the steampunk section. So there's a whole bunch of myths and legends from different cultures around the world. And I did these pages specifically because I personally am very interested in ancient cultures and history. So when Vicky asked me to do this stream, I was like, woo, yes, I can't wait, because I'm fascinated. So this particular legend is the Mayan legend, and in the legend, the moon was curious about the beauty of the earth. So she went down to earth in disguise as a woman. And this explains why there's a new moon every moon cycle, is because the moon comes down to the earth in the form of a beautiful lady and it kind of has her walk around the planet. So that's kind of cool. And one time the hummingbird right here is actually the sun in disguise. So the sun fell in love with her beauty and decided to come and try and court her. And hibiscus flowers are typically a sign of fleeting beauty, and it's just a very, it symbolizes love in a lot of cultures. So I included the hibiscus flower because hummingbirds love hibiscus. So I put those in her hair as a kind of like tie-in to why he would be attracted to her, because the sun god in the Mayan myths was very highly affiliated with the hummingbird. He transformed himself into a hummingbird a lot. So I just thought that would be kind of a fun way. And this moon frame around her just is, she's the moon. So it's really a portrait of the moon, but it's also kind of giving nod to this story in the Mayan legends. So I liked it because it was a love story. They love each other, but they can never really truly be together because they're in separate parts of the sky. And I don't know, I just thought it was really romantic. So I think I'm going to start with Ultramarine Violet. Let me check the chat before we get going. Hi, Cassie and Tammy. Hello. I think I said hello to you. Hi, Vicky. Oh no. And Vicky, I unfocus everything. Oh man. Hi, Rosemary. Oh my goodness, you guys are so funny. So thank you all for coming. This is going to be a whole lot of fun, I hope. I'm going to really quickly adjust my camera because the sun went into the clouds. So of course now it is kind of dark in here. Let's see. I think that will do it. Maybe a little bit darker. There we go. That should be better. Okay, so we've already done the background. So this will be fun. Okay, I'm going to start with Ultramarine Violet. And you might think, well, it's skin, why are you using purple? But what I want to do is I want to give her like a pale complexion because it's the moon and I figure silvery moon, I don't know, that's what I think of. And then it's at night, so I'm going to give her bluish tint to her face and her skin. But really, when you use blue in skin, a lot of the times I end up mixing in purples as well. And this is just something I've learned over time. I've been mixing blues and greens into skin for a couple of years now, and purple seems to be a nice bridge. I'm just trying to decide where I want the light source to come from. I mean, this is the sun, right? So I'm thinking the light source will be from him. Let me grab my sharpener really quick. Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm not quite prepared here. Alright, there it is. Alright, so, oh, thank you guys. Alright, yeah, go get something to eat. I probably should have done that before I started, but you know, I get so nervous sometimes, guys. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to have the light source coming from the hummingbird and down onto her face. So the areas of highlight, I'm just kind of working this through in my mind before I even get started. This is something I do a lot, so I figured I'd walk you guys through my process. So the area of highlights will be right here on her cheekbone, right here on her forehead, on the bridge of her nose right here, and a little bit right here, and of course down here on her neck. And it looks like when I drew this a couple years ago, that was sort of what I was imagining too, because I've put some shadows where that would make sense. Okay, so I like that I'm thinking the same way I was thinking 2 years ago. So I'm gonna get started. You guys know, if you've watched my videos before, I like to start with the darks. I like to establish where the shadows go. I call it finding my shadows, and then I move on into the midtones and light tones. For this here, I'm going to start down at her neck, just to kind of get a sense of the color and if I like it and if it's going in the right direction. I start in an inconspicuous area, so that way if it isn't turning out how I like, it's not the main focus of the drawing, so you know, you can fudge it a little. Smurf blue. No, she's not going to be blue. She's going to be more, hopefully the effect I'm going for, she will look very pale, but still skin tone, but just have like blue, like I'm going to put like a blue tint to the edge of her face, and then here it will be warmer where the sun is hitting her face. So, okay, I think that was all of the all caps in the chat. I don't know what the avocados are about, but you guys are hilarious. So I'm just gonna start down here. And oh, I'm sorry, I'm using the Luminance pencils this time. I've never used the Lumies in my book, so I thought that I would give them a try. Oh, okay, hey, oh, okay, wait, let me see if I can do Sammy's trick. We have number, oh, this is, why won't it focus? Focus, come on, buddy. Hello? Oh, okay, let's try this really quickly. Oh, hey, we've got number 630. This is Ultramarine Violet, and this is in the Luminance pencils. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those days. I don't know, Sammy. I don't know why it doesn't work for me. Oh, right. Thanks for that nugget of info, Vicky. Right. Okay, you guys are hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. So, oh man, I've got a message. I don't know who messaged me, but I'll get it after the stream. Okay, you guys. So I'm using Ultramarine Violet, and we're just going in the shadows. So I already put some shadows down, a little bit of grayscale to help us out, but we're going to kind of extend this past where it goes in the drawing. Man, I'm afraid to look up now. What are you guys saying? Um, Luminance are the worst? Really? Oh, I kind of like them, Kenny. You don't like the Luminance pencils, huh? Alright, well, we'll see how they do. So I'm just using a light touch and trying to fill in. What skin tone do you use with green? I'm not sure what you mean, Heather, but I can do a page where I do green skin. I have done more of my own original artwork that way, and I can show you. But a lot of the time when I'm doing my original work, I'm using watercolor. Alright. Oh, you mean reading the names, Kenny? Yeah, because of the silver writing on the wood barrel. Yeah, I hear you there. It's oh, that's all right. We still love them anyway. I was thinking about like labeling them. Like I have a set of vintage pencils I'll show you guys. So I did this really as like a these it? Yeah. So these are old pencils that I've collected. They're like vintage, so none of these are like recent. I think the most recent pencil is from the 1980s. And so in order to chart them, I numbered them because a lot of them don't have numbers. So I just put like a bit of tape and I numbered them, and then that way I could chart them. So I was thinking about doing that with my Luminance pencils because a lot of the colors are just so hard to read, and then the ones where they're really well loved, I have some that like the color names are rubbing off now, and so I'm having a hard time seeing them. But yeah, so I was thinking about doing that with them. Just relabeling them. I don't know. I hope nobody is dying in the chat. I think I read. Heather, please don't die. Hi, Susan. Welcome. All right. Why is? Oh my gosh. Is this too blue? Let me just really quickly fix this. The camera. It's because the light keeps changing. I'm really sorry about that. And it looks, let's zoom in a little just so you guys can see it a little better. Because we don't need the whole page, we just need her face. And let's bring this light over now. There we go. Okay, just a few adjustments, sorry. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay. What skin color? Well, it depends on what the actual skin tone is, Heather. Like a dark skin, I would approach differently than a light skin. You know, it really does depend, and no two skin tones are exactly the same. I always use a range of colors, but what I can do, if you have a specific request, I am happy to show you that in a stream at some point. I can show you, if you guys are interested, I can show you some examples of different green tinted skin. But yeah, as far as like, for skin, I hesitate to ever give like, oh, this is the combo that I use every time, because I don't. I use different brands, different mediums, and I also I do skin tone anywhere from really dark to really light and everywhere in between, and I love experimenting with different colors. So I don't have one set answer, but I can show how I would approach it. I'm sorry that that's not probably what you want to hear. Let's see. Yeah, Lulu. I have plenty of different pencil brands. It's quite a collection that's forming. It's kind of crazy. Okay. All right. So we have the shadows going in. I'm just extending the grayscale that I put down. And I'm using a really light touch because if there's any kind of mistake I make, then I can adjust that and not fuss too much. But this is sort of like a roadmap, as Sammy likes to call it, a guide, if you will, to figuring out where the shadows go. So this will be in shadow because her hair is blocking the light from the hummingbird. But right around here, this area here is where I think, let's put a bit of highlight. So I'm going to leave the page white where it will be highlight. And this purple color will get put anywhere where there will be shadows. Okay, so starting with the neck is always nice because it's less stressful. It's not a key focal area of the page, and it must be done as well, so we might as well get it done first. Don't forget about the neck. All right, so I'm really happy with this sort of area being in highlight. I think that's quite good. Let's actually give the chin a little bit more of a shadow, excuse me. Yeah, Heather, hold on. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I will zoom out and I'll show you guys a recent daily doodle I did. You can actually watch me do it live, not live, in a, there's this one, and let me see, I have another one that I did a lot more green in. There we go. So I've done stuff like this, which is a green blue. I don't know if that's showing up on camera. Sorry, these are bagged up for a show. This looks more blue than green. I don't know why. Hold on. Huh. Just playing with the white balance a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. And then here's an older one where I did a lot of green. So you can see there's green in her skin here. There was another one I've done here, this one. This one has so much green, but it is in a frame. Let's see if I can. I don't know if this will show up on camera because it's under glass, but here's one with a lot of green in her skin. So I've done a lot of different experiments with green and blues in the skin, but most of them are for my original artwork that I am showing at galleries and things like that. I can do something like that on a coloring page if you guys are interested, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to it. Hi, Monia. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Hi, Katrina. Who else did I miss? Who just popped in? Nancy, hi. Thank you guys. All right, let's zoom back on in. So we're doing, and I've never done this type of skin before, like a moon, like a pale moon skin. So I thought this would be a fun experiment. Okay, so now I'm going to sharpen my pencil, and the reason why is I am getting into some detail now. All right, Abby girl, what are you doing? What? She's so funny. Okay, so uh-oh, here she comes. Hold on, I'll zoom out. What are you doing? We're gonna have a kitty mission, kidder mission. Are you coming over here? Of course you are. Hi. Okay. Hello. Say hi to everybody. Okay. Well, don't do that. No, please. Okay. Holding the camera still. Hi, sweetheart. Are you gonna lay down? Of course you are. Are you gonna lay down on the pencils? Sorry, guys. This is a live show. I do have a cat. She just drove by. She's good now. Okay. She just had to say hi. Hello, everybody. All right. Thank you guys. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, Heather, I can do I'll put it on my list of things to do my green skin tone for you. It might not be until March, only because I have quite a lot of whips on my channel, and I have to finish something before I start something else. So, and I think Kenny requested something from Villain Son, so maybe we can combine those two into one page. Okay, so Abs, what are you doing? I'm sorry, guys. My cat is a little monkey. You'd think for how old she is. Okay, you coming back. Please don't step on. Oh, she broke the tip. Is it in your paw? Come here, let me see your paw. Oh, you're okay. Where'd the tip go? Alright. Sorry, guys. Come here. Come here. Why don't you come into my lap? Come here. Okay. Come here. Oh, you're so heavy. Okay. Alright. Hopefully she settles down so we can get something done here. Okay, I'm zooming back in. Sorry. Okay, so we have, let's start here on the far side of the face. The far side of the face is going to be in shadow for sure, because the hummingbird is not casting shadows. I mean, casting light there. So let's see, where do I want to start? I want to start, actually, before I even do that, I'm going to swap colors. So this is going to be interesting. What color? Sorry, I'm all over the place. 662. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to autofocus. So we have here 662, which is genuine cobalt blue. Hi, Jody. Welcome. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so before we even get there, I know that this whole side of the face, I want it to be a blue cast, like the moon, maybe, I mean, she's the moon, so maybe she's glowing, or I don't know. I just want there to be like some blue in her skin on the dark shadow side of her face. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this genuine cobalt blue just in a, sort of in a, like a halo, just on the outside of her face on the far side where it will be dark. Now this is very, very blue, so I'm going to use it sparingly and only a little bit of it. You got it, Heather. Alright, so then, let's see, where is this going to end? Right about here. Okay, so just a little bit of blue, not a lot. I don't want it to be too dramatic. Oh my goodness, hi Abs. Rubbing her face against my face. Cutie. Okay, done with that. Now I'm swapping back over. Oh man, the focus struggle is real, folks. I'm not playing when I do this. Let's see. We have here, it's 6:30. Come on. Okay, well, I have a cat in my arm, so I only have one hand to work with here. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Hello? Hello? Oh man. I don't know what to tell you. This is number 630. This is the same Ultramarine Violet. Will it work? Hey, 630. Huh, a miracle. All right. Hi Diane. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Thank you all for coming today. Okay, so I'm swapping back over and we're going to establish the shadows on the dark side of her face now. So let's just start over here. And what I'm doing is I'm just blending this purple color into that blue. And we are just very lightly, I'm not trying to make it real dark right now. I'm just trying to find the shadows. Where are the shadows going to go? And how are they going to be placed on her features, on her face? And once we figure that out, see, if you use a light touch right now, then if you make some error or whatever, it's not a big deal. So transitioning that area. Now I think her ear will be in shadow for quite a bit of this because her hair is casting a shadow. You know, there's quite a distance here from the hummingbird. So this is a very weird, unique lighting situation. Okay, so her hair is going to cast shadows. Now her cheek is also, her cheekbone is also going to cast shadows. So let's just put a quick, okay, Abs, come here. I know you want to go and check out what I'm doing. So her cheekbone is going to cast some shadows. I'm just going to put that there just to kind of see where I'm going. I'm going along the hairline, just adding some shadow there. Again, guys, really loose. I'm not trying to be perfect here. This is how I start pretty much every time. If you guys have been watching me, you kind of know what I'm up to here. But that's okay. Okay, so the kind of eye socket here will definitely be in shadow. And her eyelid, this corner here of her face, all of this will be in shadow. I feel fairly confident about that. This little part of her spot right of her lip, will be in shadow, like so. And I'm going to put a little bit of shadow on the corner of her mouth, and also bring this shadow closer to the light source just a bit, kind of fade it out. Okay, so now we're starting to get a sense of where all the shadows are going. Let's also put some shadow on this side of her eye socket, right here. And we're going to extend that. Okay, Abs. Hi, where you want to go? Where are you going? Hi, can you sit? Will you stay with me? What are we doing? You want to go on the desk so bad. I don't even know what to tell you. You're not going on there. Stay with me, okay? No? Okay, sorry guys. Abby is a cat who has a mind of her own, and she goes wherever she wants normally, so this is quite unusual for her not to be able to go on my desk. She really wants to. I know you do. Will you stay? You're purring. Will you cuddle? Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can hear her. She's purring up a storm. So we're just adding some shadow to the nose here. Abby, where are you going? You can't go on a desk, I'm sorry. That's not happening. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I like doing facial expressions. I really do. Thank you. And you guys know I like doing all kinds of people too, not just pretty ladies. I do all sorts of different portraits because I think everyone is beautiful in their own way. And I think it's our job as artists to find that beauty. All right, Abby is on the floor next to me, so you guys are getting regular Abby updates. She is kind of active right now. See, one of the reasons why I like streaming in the morning is she is much more calm and quiet, less rambunctious. I've got Abby hair all over. Sorry. Okay, so now at this point, let's, oh, here we go. All right, we're good. She decided that the window is more interesting. Thank you, Katrina. Yeah, thumbs up does help out my channel so much, and it is free, so yay! Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. Excuse me. So let's see, where were we? Oh yeah. Okay, so let's put some shadow on the part of her nose that kind of goes inward here. And I'm still using a really light touch, so if it's too much, we can always pull it back. And just putting some shadow down here. All right. And this drawing has more grayscale than I'm accustomed to. Normally when I'm coloring my own work, I do line art. But, yeah, I think I'll be okay. Okay, so just establishing where the lights and darks are going on her nose here, and already it's starting to look like a nose. Alright, also this little under eyelid, so yeah, I wanted her facial expression to be sort of like curious but wary, like, who is this and what are you doing? Why are you messing with my flowers? You know, because I feel like the moon is sort of a cautious figure in the legends. She's very elusive and she doesn't really get mentioned too much in the legends, so okay, so you might be thinking to yourself, gosh, this is a whole lot of purple we're putting, but I'm using such a light touch, and this is all going to go in the shadows. This is like an undertone. And this is how I achieve an effect of like nighttime on skin on white paper. So we were just doing, on Monia's page actually, we were doing a nighttime scene on blue paper. So my approach was completely different. Alright, this is getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh yeah, yep, I do have practice pages in the back of my book. Is that what you guys are talking about? So I have this page here, and I also have, oh yeah, I've been demoing stuff for other people, sorry. I do have practice pages in the back of the book, and those are actually also available as single PDFs in my Etsy shop because I figured they would be useful for people who may not want to purchase my whole book, but yeah. So let's see, I want to do some more shading like around here. Okay, so we're getting a sense, and you can see here I'm using really loose, light strokes with the flat of the pencil. So I'm holding my pencil far back and I'm using the flat end of it. This allows for less pressure to be put down on the paper, and it also allows more coverage in a quicker time period. I find it also, by not putting as much pressure on the paper, it if there is a mistake or you want to change something, it's a lot easier to change it because you're not like pressing down on the paper tooth at all. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but I can certainly see where the shadows are going. Now I'm going to extend this up. So the eye socket here, I kind of started it for you guys. It has like a little bit of shadow right here. I'm going to extend that up and connect that with the shadows from her hairline, so that what we're forming here is just a shadow, a highlight right here. And let's extend this shadow area on her forehead. All right. Kind of like that. So we have an area of her forehead that's bright. We have this area here on her cheek. We need some shadow from going from her nose down. So let's do that really quick. Now this is kind of tricky. It can look kind of mustachy if you're not careful, so I always go, I err on the side of a light touch, and then I add more as I go. So there we go. Let's add some more right down here to the chin now that I'm seeing that. Okay, so you can see I'm going in a cross pattern to the way that I did before. I'm just looking and making sure I'm not missing any questions. I don't think... Oh, thank you, Shannon and Sammy, for all the links. Hello, you guys are awesome mods. Okay, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Let me actually bring the brightness down a little just so you can see a little bit better. So you can see here, I have, just for a minute, so I have a highlight right here. I have a highlight on her nose. I have a highlight on her forehead area, and a little bit here on her chin, and this area of her neck. And I do have some smaller highlights, like a little bit right there. I have a little tiny spot that will be showing right here, and a little bit right there. We've got a little bit of highlight kind of coming up. So, but for the most part, we have kind of mapped out where the shadows go. And what's great about doing this is then you can relax. Like when this phase of the drawing is complete, then I'm like, ah, I know what I'm doing. You know, if I make a mistake, I can use an eraser and, you know, get rid of anything that doesn't work. And I haven't pressed hard. I haven't, you know, gone crazy with the color yet. So it's just a lot less stressful. So now I want to go in and let's add some more blues. And I'm putting all the undertones first, so that way later on when we're doing the skin tone over it, they will show up, but they won't be as bright. Let's see if I can focus this again. This is a constant struggle for me, so I apologize. Please focus. Hello? Focus. Oh, it was in focus. Come on. Alright, let's start with it down. And then, hey, 661. So this is a light cobalt blue. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is there. Oh man, I don't know. Okay, well, I do my best. Okay, so yeah, I love this color. Let's see. Oh, hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah, Okay, so I'm going to work this color now into some areas. I just want to add a little bit more bluey tone to her skin before we go ahead and do the skin tone, the main skin tone colors. So anywhere where I put that purple on the far side where I've put this blue, so I'm going to kind of ignore the areas where it's closer to that hummingbird, which is our light source, and I'm going to instead focus on the dark side of her face. Oh man, such a nerd, sorry guys. And so I'm just going to add this blue in wherever I see the purple, and we're really giving it a really beautiful blue purpley color. And I just love this color, and this will be fun because it will really give it a sense that she's at night, like the scene is at night. And whether or not the scene in the actual myth was at night, I'm not sure. It was a very short story that I read on a university website like 2 years ago. So I don't really know what time of day it was, but I just imagine them like having a walk in the moonlight, and well, actually not in the moonlight, in the starlight, because there's no moon because she's the moon, and the sun coming to greet her. Like that was how I pictured the story when I was drawing it. Okay, so let's put a little bit of this really pretty light blue color on the edge of her nose as well, and also on this side of her. And let's add a little bit right here to her lip, on the very edge of her lip. So anywhere where it's almost like a back glow or a backlighting, you know, thinking of the starlight, like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, I had some fun putting stars on my nails last night. It was kind of tricky. I don't know if you guys could see, but oh wait, I have to actually focus it. They're just fun. I did it really quickly, so yeah. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see better. And I think I can brighten it up again now that we're kind of getting into the shadows. And let's put some right along her neck here as well. So, yeah, sometimes I try to match the stream. If I know what I'm doing in the stream, I try and match my polish to the stream. So I have a giveaway that I'm going to do. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost an hour into my stream. So I'm going to do a quick giveaway. So mods, I know you guys were not forewarned, and I'm sorry for that, but get ready to herd some cats. Okay, I just call it herding cats because it's sometimes it's tricky to get everybody. It's nothing personal. You guys know I love cats. I have Abby, so. But yeah, sometimes it's tricky. And thank you to the mods. You guys are always so awesome at helping out with giveaways and other things in my channel. So I really do appreciate you guys. Oh, I don't know if I could do it without you. Okay. All right, so we have really started to establish, and I don't know if it's coming up clearly on camera, but it really does look very glowy. Really love this color combo. I'm really glad I did it. Okay, so maybe actually I will, should I do the, are you guys ready? Should I do the giveaway now, or should I, because I'm kind of at a good stopping point. I can do it now. Yeah, go for it. Go give Chip a walk. Yeah, we'll be good. All right, Shannon and Christina, good. We've got 3 people. That's plenty enough. Okay, so the giveaway is you can pick any one PDF in my Etsy shop. I do have this page as a single page. This was actually, the PDF in my shop was drawn before the book, so it was updated for the book. So what happens is I updated things like the hummingbird is a little bit different. I drew some grayscale in the moon. I just I fixed up the drawing a little bit. So for my book, it's a little bit different, but there is this drawing in my Etsy shop, the early version of it, if you're interested in doing that. But you can also just pick any other PDF that you want. Now, please, you got it. So this is my Etsy shop, and what we're going to do is the same giveaway rules we do every time. So pick a number 1 to 100. No changing your number, no second numbers. If someone does claim your number, then it's the first person in the chat. So make sure you're on live chat. And the person closest to the random generated number without going over is the one that wins. And we're going to actually pick, oh, good, Bridget. We're actually going to pick 3 of the closest numbers. So I'm going to give away 3 PDFs to 3 random people in the chat. So we're going to do it all at once, though, and just get it over with. So please, no talking during the number calling. That just makes it easier on my mods and myself for looking for the winners. And yes, thank you, Shannon. And what else did I miss? I think that's it. So let's get going. Please go. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, so no talking. I will answer your questions after the numbers, Heather. Okay, and I will pick up the random number generator. Oh my goodness, I have so many messages. What's happening? Okay. Random number generator. So I hope you guys are having fun with this event. I think it's really fun, so thank you to Vicky for starting it. Random.org. Here we go. All right, Heather, no talking during the number calling, please. It is cute, though. Okay. All right, I'm seeing everybody now. We've got a whole bunch of people. Hi, Becky. And Lucy Rafferty. Hey, are you related? Are we related? I don't know. I don't have a Lucy in my family, but that's an awesome last name. Hi, Victoria. Who else did I miss that I hadn't seen before? Naomi, hello, and Barb. Thank you all for joining. All right. So we're just going to wait another minute here. Get your numbers in now while you can. All right. Oh, Abby is so cute. She finally settled down by the window. I have like a kitty bed by the window. And she sleeps in there quite a lot because there's birds outside and squirrels and all kinds of little critters for her to watch. So, all right. Looks like the numbers have stopped. So I'm going to head and say stop. Okay, so we're going to generate one number and we are going to pick the 3 closest people. So this is going to be fun. 70. So the 3 closest numbers to 70. Let me grab my little notepad here. Okay, 71. So the 3 closest numbers without going over. Let's just scroll back through. All right. Let's see here. We have Barb at 67. Barb is the closest without going over. Yep, Barb. And then who's the next one? Looks like Bridget. Let's see. Yeah, looks like. Yeah, sorry, it's without going over. Yeah, it looks like Bridget. And then who else? 16. Barb, Bridget, and looks like maybe Bo. Is it all B's that won? Barb. It looks like Barb, Bridget, and Bo won. Can I get a confirmation on that? Oh yeah, sure, no problem, Vicky. Let's see. Um, yeah, Bo. Okay, it looks like that for me too. Barb, Bridget, and Bo have all won. So what I want you guys to do when you have a spare moment, and if you don't email me, then I can't give you the PDF. So email me your choice. You can pick any PDF from my Etsy shop, anything you like. And yeah, it's all bees. Barb, Bridget, and Bo. So congratulations, ladies. And thank you for participating. All right, Bee, have fun. Have fun skinning hearts. All right. Oh, Lucy, it's not talent. If anybody has heard my rant before, they'll know. Awesome. Okay, so let's get back to coloring now. And I was looking at my color chart to see what we're going to use next. So we've put down our shadows. We know where our shadows are going to go. Then we put down our undertone of the blue, where we want the undertones to be. So now I'm going to start in on the actual skin tone. Now for a pale complexion, I want to use, instead of my normal reddish, orangey tones, I want to use more desaturated. I mean, it's in the moonlight and it's very pale. So I'm just looking here and I am leaning towards burnt sienna. Yeah, I'm leaning towards using, excuse me, let me get a drink of water. Hi Connie, welcome. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy. Yeah. uh, oh well. It happens. Yeah, BBB. You guys. I think I'm gonna go with burnt sienna 10%. That looks pretty good to me. Let's see, where are you? Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Burnt sienna 10%. So normally I go for a more peachy complexion if it's a pale skin, sort of like Mayan. But I think I'm going to go with more of a muted kind of, and that all has to do with the lighting situation. Yeah, I think burnt sienna is the one I'm going for. So let's see if I can focus this. Oh man, here we go. Focus struggle is real. We have 862 burnt sienna 10%, and I'm going to celebrate by saying that is very rare that it focuses that easily for me. Woo! Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start at the bottom on the neck, just like I usually do, just to kind of get situated with my colors, and then if I really like how it's going, then I will move up to her face. So I'm just going to go over all of the things that I put down before. So the thing is we put down purple, but I don't want her skin to look purple. I want it to look like it just has that undertone of purple. So we're going to start with the area of shadow, and I'm just laying in this burnt sienna. Yeah, I think this is perfect. This is already sort of a purpley neutral, so is working really pretty with the purple that we put down before. And I have to say, I do like the Luminance set for how many different neutrals you get. It has more skin tones, I think, than most of the other sets. Just so many browns and peaches. Just really, really nice to work with. Okay. Let's make sure. Let's see. Oh, you're sweet, Bo. Oh. Oh, Lulu, you don't have to worry. There's no having to be confident about working on my pages. Honestly, um, so I do this rant. I feel like I talk about this a lot, and I'm really sorry if I'm repeating myself for those of you who've been watching me for a long time. But as far as being good enough or whatever, I really don't feel that there is such a thing, especially in coloring, where the main purpose of coloring is to relax and enjoy ourselves. It's not about the end result for me, and for me, the whole point of coloring is just to enjoy and relax, and have some fun. So while, portraits might be intimidating, and I totally understand that, they are just my favorite thing to color and to draw. So that's why I did a book filled with portraits. But I don't want people to feel like they have to be good or good enough or whatever, to color my work. That's not, if you guys are part of my Facebook group, you'll see that I feature people of all skill levels and all experience levels. And the reason why is because I started off the same way that everybody else did. 30 something years ago, when I started drawing, I was not good at drawing faces, and I wasn't good at drawing portraits. Nobody would sit for me. Like my friends and family, I wanted to draw them, and I'd be like, hey, can I draw you? And they wouldn't want me to draw their face. And so I did over 400 self-portraits in just a matter of 2 years. That was when I was going to high school. I just sat in front of the mirror every single day, and every single school day, I should say. I didn't do this on the weekends, but and I drew myself, and I would draw myself for hours and hours, and I messed up so much, and I had so many terrible drawings. I mean, the proportions were off, the shadows were wrong. I took my time, and I really tried to study how to draw a face. And then I also took some figure drawing classes. Now, unfortunately, the teacher didn't give us much instruction, but luckily we had nude models, and I could teach myself basically how to draw the figure that way, by having somebody in front of me who was willing to pose and stay still so that I could draw them. And then after I took that class, throughout the rest of my life, I've been sketching people at the grocery store, at the cafe, if I go out to eat somewhere, I'm drawing people. I have a little sketchbook in my purse that I keep, and I'm constantly drawing people without them knowing it. When I go to the park, I sit down on a bench and I draw people walking around. So I am constantly practicing. And that's why I get frustrated when people say that I'm talented, because I struggled with drawing people just like anybody else does. And it was through a lot of hard work and practice and discipline of drawing every day that I became decent at it. And I'm still not the best out there. There's a lot of other artists who are better than I am at drawing people. So I really don't want you guys to feel like you have to be good enough for anything with my work or with anybody else's, because the only way that you get better and the only way that you learn is by doing it. Now, say you buy my book and you want to practice, you feel free to copy a page onto your own paper and practice that way. I have no problem with that if you're doing that for personal use only, by the way, not to sell it or share it with other people, but if you're just doing that for your own use, that is totally fine. I get that, and I sometimes practice that way in other people's books. But don't be worried about how it looks or the outcome, because honestly, the amount of times I made mistakes and the amount of times I messed up, I am very, very sensitive to the fact that It takes a lot of practice to get good at something. And really, for coloring especially, guys, it is all about having fun and enjoying ourselves. So if you're putting this kind of pressure and stress on yourself to do perfect work, especially when you're new at something, I mean, you can't compare somebody who's been drawing for decades to your own work if you've only been coloring for like a year or two. You know, that's not really fair. So what I would say is just enjoy it, have fun. Don't think about what anybody else is doing. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just have a great time, enjoy yourself. And I love seeing that happiness and that joy. There is a little girl who lives down the street from me, and she loves to draw and color. And so she ended up getting my book. Her dad is a very nice fellow, and you know, we were talking, and apparently her dad is actually a friend of my boyfriend's from back when they were in high school. Anyway, long story short, they have my book, and she was coloring in it, and she came to me one day, and she was so excited. And hi, cutie. Hi. She came to me one day, and she was so excited, and she said, Laura, 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 look, look, look. And I was getting out of my car. I think I had groceries or whatever. So I put everything down, and I went over to her, and she was holding up my book, and she was so happy. And I just had tears in my eyes when she was flipping through my book, because she had colored every single page. And this is a little girl. She's about 8 years old. So she doesn't have a whole lot of skill yet with coloring. But it didn't matter to me what the actual pages looked like. It was the fact that she was so happy, and she said that she loved coloring it so much, and that to me touched my heart in a way that I will never ever forget. And I'm sure I've told this story probably 50 million times, but it really is a very clear memory of me just remembering how amazing it was that not only did she like my work, but she also just enjoyed it that much, that she was so happy to show me. So that's really, I think, what coloring is all about, is just collaborating with somebody and enjoying the process and having fun. So I think I've gone on enough about this, but that's how I really feel. um, yeah, that's totally fine, making extra copies. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm just reading the chat now. Yeah, Nancy, there's a lot of things that I don't like and other people love of my work, and that is totally okay too. You know, everybody has their own taste and their own take on things. So you can see now I'm slowly working my way up, still using the same color. But this is why I love teaching on YouTube, and why I've really been focusing actually more on YouTube than on Instagram or anywhere else, is because even though I didn't have a whole lot of art classes, and the art classes I took, the teachers were actually kind of terrible. There was only one art teacher in my whole life in high school, in my public high school, that was amazing. And she was very encouraging of me, but the rest of my art teachers were kind of rubbish. One actually told me that I'm bad at following the rules and all this. So yeah, I mean, anyway, the reason why I love teaching on YouTube is because I feel you guys, like I understand the desire and the drive to learn how to get better, and I don't feel like there's enough free resources out there for people to just enjoy sitting down and coloring, and that's why I do my channel. I like offering, you know, all of my knowledge, whatever I know, because I just feel like sharing is caring, and I love, love, love coloring so much. So yeah, that's my feeling about it. So we're still in the warm area. The hummingbird here is casting light in this spot on her face. Yeah, Heather. And me too. I learned so much from YouTube that really, I think at this day and age, there's no need to worry about taking formal art classes. That just learning from other artist on YouTube and going to the art museum and just practicing daily, I feel like I'm progressing fairly quickly, and I'm really excited about that. Whenever I see like I'm learning something and my artwork is getting better, it pushes me forward. But the whole point of it for me, like right now, I am just enjoying. I'm not really even thinking about if it's going to be good or not. For me, the whole point is just to enjoy myself and have some fun. So if I do that, then I've succeeded in my eyes. And that might not be the philosophy for everybody. I know a lot of people are very, very results focused, and they really do care about what the end result looks like. And I'm not trying to put that down at all. I know that that's important for some people, and that's okay too if you're like that. But for me personally, I just don't feel that is the main point for me, at least as a colorist and as an artist. It's how I feel when I'm doing it, and I love the feeling of just creating something and benefiting from that creativity, feeling at peace and learning new things and trying things out, experimenting and having fun and just being me. I don't know. Art is so much a part of who I am now. So, oh, thank you, Nancy. All right, let's see. Um, oh no, stealing packages. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lozzie. Yeah, I think a lot of people had bad experiences with art teachers, unfortunately. But not all art teachers are terrible. And hopefully you guys can find plenty of great resources on YouTube. A lot of the ladies here in the chat right now are actually also owners of YouTube channels. So if you go ahead and put in the chat that you have a channel, you can put hearts up or something. A lot of these ladies are actually excellent teachers and can help you out as well. I know Sammy's probably not here, but Sammy has a channel, and I know Bo has just started putting some videos up, and we have Vicky, of course. She's the one who was on just before me. And yeah, if anybody else, I think Connie is here. She has a channel. So if you have a channel, please feel free to put it in the chat so other people can go ahead and find you, because we are all here for each other. It is a beautiful community of colorists. So, let's see. All right. Awesome. Lots of hearts going on. That is very fitting since it's Valentine's Day. All right. And I love you guys so much. I thought it was really cool that they're streaming on Valentine's Day. And Mark and I, we don't actually celebrate on Valentine's Day. We used to, when we first started dating, we used to go out on Valentine's Day, go out to dinner or something. Oh my gosh. But we found very quickly that it is like a madhouse, that you can hardly ever get a reservation. And when you do, it's so full and they rush you through dinner. Oh my goodness. So we just kind of stopped going out on Valentine's Day, and now we celebrate usually the weekend surrounding Valentine's Day. So I think we're going to go out on Sunday. So we're not actually doing Valentine's Day today. Although he may come over and give me a card, because we do that. We love cards. Mark is so good at picking out cards. I don't know how he does it. They always make me cry. So, but yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I don't think we're actually going to go out to dinner. No, thank you. Oh, Tammy, you don't have to wait to do a channel. Honestly, I think so many people just enjoy hanging out and chatting, and I don't think there is anything wrong. If you want to have a channel, I don't think you need to wait. You can be a YouTuber no matter how skilled you are, or it doesn't matter. I think it's all about having fun and, you know, hanging out together. I think most of you actually come for the chat, not for me. No, just kidding. Well, sort of. But yeah, I mean, I really do feel like a lot of the live streaming is a very social thing, and has very little to do with what I'm doing on screen. Like, I don't think very many people are actually coloring along with me, but that doesn't bother me at all. I just love hanging out with you guys. So if you guys want to hang out with me, I'm cool with that. I'm not offended. So, yeah. But I will be finishing, so what I'm going to do is I started this today. I will be finishing this in a series. So I have several series that I am working on at the moment. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work only on those pages and not anything else until we finish something, because I have so many that I started this month, and one from last month that we haven't really even, the Buddy Color with Monia, my page. So we just have so much to get through. So, let's see. Your mouth would get you in trouble. Okay. Uh, yeah, there's no requirement for live streaming, other than I think, you know, you have to actually have a YouTube channel. But like, as far as like what people watch, you know, I watch all kinds of skill levels. And I learn from everybody, not just from people who are quote unquote better than me. I learn new techniques all the time that I never would have thought of. I think we all have something to give. And that's what's really amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. So you can see how now I'm just extending where the shadows go, and I've layered over all of that purple. So now there's no more purple by itself on the page. We've covered it over completely, but there's that undertone. It makes it so kind of, I don't know, it just gives it that moonlight look. Okay. And you can see I'm still using a light touch. We're going to layer and layer and layer. I'm happy to say that this book seems to be taking the Luminance pencils fairly well. I was a little worried because I haven't tried them in it yet. When I first published my book, I did a lot of paper experimenting, but I didn't have any Luminance at the time, so of course I couldn't experiment with what I didn't have. But I'm grateful to say that it's working out well. Okay, so I've avoided all of the blue. I do want to retain that blue color. This is so much fun. Aww. Aw, Luffy. Aw, you guys are so cute. I'm just catching different bits of the conversation. Oh, yeah, it is the best community ever. I do love my YouTube family so much. And if you guys, if you're interested, you can also join my Facebook group. Let me grab the link to that. We have lots of fun Um, we have a nice community over there as well. So that's the oh, didn't work. Here we go. Let's try this again. There we go. Didn't work the first time. So that's my Facebook group. If you guys are on Facebook, you're welcome to come and join and check out what we're all doing over there. It's a really relaxed group. We don't really we don't do anything crazy over there, but I really love it. What should be my name? Shannon. You're so funny. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how this is starting to come together. I can see now where the highlights and shadows are going to go, but it's still not, even though I want her to be really pale, it's still not as dark in the shadows as I want it to be. So I'm going to push back to the purple side, and there's going to be this play that you'll see me do throughout the course of this drawing, where I kind of go back and forth between kind of that purpley color and the skin tone to get just the right kind of mix of the two. I'm just looking at my color chart again. Let's see. We only have a half an hour left. Gosh, time flies. So I'll definitely not finish this on stream, but we will get as far as we can. Which color? I think I'm gonna go with this. So let's see if I can focus this bad boy. We have, please, hello, hello, hey, oh, I lost him. Come on, go, go. Come on, buddy. Hey, 095 Light Aubergine. And I don't think I've used this color very much. I think it's still, from when it was just sharpened, and it's only been a little bit blunted. But that's okay. So now what I'm going to do is, there are some areas that are just jumping out to me that I really want to start darkening up. And the main bit is actually right under her hair. So when the light casts shadow, so the light is coming from this hummingbird, and he's going to create like a glow on her skin. But when it casts shadow, the most dramatic cast shadows are happening right where this hairline and that's and that's because the light is being blocked by all these objects. So I want to create a cast shadow for the hair, and also for, I think, this flower, which is kind of extending over her skin as well. I'm just trying to think here. Well, we'll start as we usually do, down at the bottom. Maybe it doesn't speak English. Very well could be. I don't know where Logitech cameras are made, but I'll have to look into that. You're funny, Lassie. Alright, so I'm going to start down here. And this will definitely be dark, so I think we're safe working down in this spot. Let me actually sharpen this a little bit. Let's see. Oh, Kenny. Poor lady. Yeah, Kenny, if you want to go to bed, please, by all means. I hope you feel better soon. So I'm just using a light touch, and we're just adding another layer. Let's see. So we're just working on the skin for this stream. So I will just continue with you guys to work on the skin until it's done, and then we can work on the other bits of the composition as we go forward. So this is a really beautiful dark muted purple. I think this will be really nice, but I'm using a really light touch. Let's see. Abby, don't do that. Don't do that. What are you doing? Huh? Sorry, guys. She's just itching herself. What are you doing? No, you're itchy. Your allergies are bothering you. Here, come here. Wow, poor lady. Sorry, guys. All right. So we're just going to, and I know I said I wanted to work under the hairline. We will get there, but I want to just sort of, again, make sure that this is the right color. So I work on the neck first. I think it is though, so we're going to be fine. Okay, cutie. I know. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, you itchy? You sweetheart. I love you, Abby. Poor thing. Alright. I know. Oh, I've got kitty hair on me. Sorry, guys. It's so cute. Abby's watching me color. You watching? She is a total coloring cat, that's for sure. Oh, thank you. Look in my face now. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, Heather, you can reread the chat after the fact. The whole stream will be preserved. You might have to wait a little while for it to finish processing. That's just a YouTube thing. It just takes a little while. But yeah, I would check back in like an hour or two after the stream is done. And you can watch it back and read the chat. It will all be there. Okay, Kenny, I hope you feel better soon. Yes, do lie down. I think we're all well behaved today, actually. Haven't seen any trolls, so that's nice. And we've already done our giveaway, so at this point it's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And I think I'm on until 2, if that's right. Let me check the schedule. Let's see. I'm sorry, 4. I am on until... Oh man, I gotta read this. Yeah, I think I'm on until 4. Is that right? Is Vicky still here? Vicky, am I on until 4? And it looks like there's a big gap between Emily and I. Okay, so I'm going to also extend this shape out onto her face, so there will be a shadow from that flower. That kind of combines with the shadow from her hair. Let's see, whenever I want. Okay. there's a gap. Okay. Yeah, she streams tonight. Okay. Cool. I know, sweetheart. Sorry, guys. My little kitty has allergies, and I couldn't give her allergy meds this morning because she wasn't feeling well. So she is itchy. Are you itchy? Yeah. Oh, poor thing. Okay. I hear ya. I gotcha. It's a struggle. But you can hear she's still purring. Yeah, you cutie. She loves being held. My little snuggle bunny. So I think I'm going to give her some white hair. I don't know, we're going for real pale here. Pale skin, white hair. I don't know, what do you guys think? White hair or blue hair? Maybe let's vote. Let's put it in that. Here, I'll get a piece of scrap. Let's see, white or blue hair? I'll keep a... So put in the chat, only vote once please. And I will see what you guys think. I was thinking white though. Like it'll have blue undertones, sort of like how I have on her face. But I was thinking white hair, like really pale, silvery white color. But I could also see blue being really nice too. I'm just thinking of the colors of the moon. Let's see. Okay, so we have one vote for white. That's Sammy. Both? Well, I can't do both in one drawing, Heather. Okay, alright. Calm down, Abs. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Sorry, hold on. A little bit of a kitty itchy attack. Yeah, you're itchy, huh? Let's see. Peach with blue highlights. Alright, well that's not an option. You guys are funny. White or blue? Oh, Abby, don't do that, honey. Sorry, guys. I gotta keep her from scratching herself silly. You okay? Alright, let me read back the chat. Let's see. So we have white. Kathy says blue. We've got Christina says white. I'm just going to say, Heather, can you pick something else, white or blue? Pamela says white. Oh, Abby. Let's... Hi. You okay? Come here. You're alright. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. Let's see. We were at Pamela. We've got Linda says white. Yvonne says white. Jody says blue. Let me pick up Abby again. Come here, you. Come here. Yeah, you're okay. I swear. You're fine. Oh, no, she does not want to be held. Okay. Not happy cat. I might have to go soon, actually. Let's see. Barb says white. We've got... Oh, I'm scrolling too far. We've got Tammy says white. Yeah, the military time thing is a little confusing for me too, Shannon. White hair. Hair bow. Either white or blue hair. Okay, Shannon says blue. Katrina says white. sweetheart. Lucy says white. Bluish white. Yeah, well, either one is going to have blue shadows. So I'm going to count. Bo is saying white. Connie says white. Hi. Okay. Let me zoom out. Okay. Hi. Just kitty drive by. Oh man. All right. She's let's see. I think white is the winner. It could very well be, but I like to count every vote. Are you gonna lay down? Lay down. Well, don't do the camera, cutie, okay? You can lay down. You wanna lay down while we're voting? Okay. Oh, Abby. Don't do that. Okay. You gonna lay down? Say hi to everybody? Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh. Abby says, I don't care. Actually, let's see if she'll vote. Let's see. Can I pick a white and a blue pencil? Sometimes she'll vote. Abby, which one do you want? Which one? The white. Okay, that's the one she picks. Oh, you guys missed it. She went for the white one, so Abby votes white. Okay. Settle down. Okay, Heather says blue. So we've got 4 for blue. Katrina says white. Take care, Vicky. Thank you for having me. Let's see who else. Bo says white. Yeah, I think the whites have it. And Cassie says white. Oh. Yeah, Tammy, Abby's having a tough time at the moment. She's just, let's see if I can raise her up. She is having a tough minute here. Just being real itchy. Yeah, you're itchy? Sorry guys, this is a live show. Abby has allergies. She has severe allergies, and unfortunately her her medicine is giving her kidney problems. So now we have to be really careful. Oh, you saw that the cat picked white? Okay. Yeah, sometimes she votes. All right. I think if there's no more votes, the whites definitely have it. We've got 14 white and 4 blue votes. Yeah, she is a very clever kitty. Okay, so I'm gonna put the white and the blue back. You okay, cutie? Being a good girl, huh? Not really. Are you gonna come and sit on my lap again so we can get back to coloring? Huh? A little Abby break? Say hi to everybody. Yeah, see, when she gets real itchy, she picks at her stuff. You real itchy? No. Yeah. And she gives herself scabs and cuts on her face. You can see that here. And that's just from scratching. Come here, you. Come on, let's get back to coloring, shall we? Whoa, big girl. Okay. Let's see if I can focus this back for you guys. Yeah, I think white works. Okay. Shannon, you're funny. Okay, let's zoom back in. Let's see if we can get a little bit more coloring in. And I'm very sorry about the intermission there with that. I do really have to keep an eye on her and and keep her from itching herself too badly. Okay, so We're back with 095 Light Aubergine. This is the color we were using before we started voting. And I'm just putting in some more shadows. Let's see, do we need to zoom in? Let's see here. Yeah, that's a little better. This spot right here is kind of bothering me, so let me just... It's funny how when you step back and then come back to something stands out at you. I don't know if anybody else has that happen, but... There we go, that's a little better. What are you doing over there, Miss M? Oh, she's back by the window. That's good. Let's see. Oh no, Tammy, I'm so sorry. What? I don't know what's going on. I might have to go, guys, but we'll see. Sorry. It's been like this. Unfortunately, Abby is 18 years old and getting older. Okay, so let's I really like the way this color is working. Yeah, I would freak out if somebody stole Abby too. I don't even know why people would do that. That seems cruel. Okay, there we go. So let's move on into, I really like the way this color is working with the colors we've already put down. So I do want to add a little bit more of it right under her chin here. Just kind of deepen up these shadows. Now we're going to start pushing the contrast and making the darks darker and the lights lighter. And even in very pale skin, you will find light and dark. They are both present no matter what color skin. It's just the quantities and how you put them down that's slightly different. But yeah, and I found I'm gonna put a little bit of this color right here on the bottom lip. Yeah, and I've found that by sort of working in layers, you can really get a nice gradual buildup of color. It works really beautifully. Let's see this part of her. Cheekbone. Looks like Abby's settled down by the window, so that's good. Oh. Sometimes she worries me. All right. Yeah, thanks, Leslie. Aw, thanks, guys. Yeah, Abby does come first, but luckily she has settled down. She's okay. Sometimes just holding her in my arms and helping her, you guys see like I rub her head for her, that way she doesn't scratch herself silly. That seems to help her a lot. Even just the comfort, I think, of holding her helps her feel better, so... We do love our pets like family, though, don't we? think I like the way this is coming together, so let's also use this up here just to stay consistent with the shadow colors. So I'm still using a really light touch and just layering until it looks about the right level that I want. Alright, take care. Have a great day. Thank you. I hope she feels better too. Oh, thanks, Katrina. Yeah, I think we can all learn from each other. That's what's so exciting. So I'm just filling in the color here, the same color in this eye socket. I know it seems weird to put purple everywhere, but this is what we're doing. I'm actually going to also, just to tie the two areas together a little bit, I'm just going to put a little bit of that back there too. This is going to be a really dark spot, so I feel pretty confident about adding that in there. So this is just one approach. Obviously, you could do this at any time of day. You don't need to do this at night. That's just my interpretation. I also have been really into these galaxy backgrounds lately, or these starry night sky backgrounds. I don't know why. It's just been something I've been on a kick on lately because I've done it on several of my pages now. So funny. Okay. All right, Tammy. I don't know what's going on, but hey. Hi, Emily. Take it easy there in the chat. Try and keep it positive if we can. All right. So just kind of layering this purple color in. So hard to keep up with the chat. Okay, all right, Sammy. I hope you feel better. Aww. Yep. I hope everybody is feeling okay. If they're not feeling well, I hope they feel better soon. Yep. And yeah, this will be here if you want to watch it back or. Okay. Yeah, it must be fairly late evening for Sammy, right? So right here under the nose, I'm just being fairly careful, trying not to go too dark there. I'm just going to blend this out just gently into that area there. And let's see here. So we'll put some color right here. Now we're creeping up into that blue area. I kind of want to leave that blue, so I'm just going to kind of skip it. And this still has quite a while to go, quite a lot of, but I hope that you guys can see sort of where I place the shadows and at least give you guys a nice head start on this page. Just kind of jumping around now. The thing about me is when I'm doing this kind of work, I do this a lot where I'll take a step back, or just in my case, obviously I'm not stepping back, but just kind of taking a look at the overall whole drawing and kind of see where things might not be quite right. So taking a look at your work and just taking a minute to kind of assess where you're at is a really nice way to make sure that you're staying on track with where you want to go. And kind of catch any mistakes as you're making them. And plenty of mistakes happen for me, so I don't know about anybody else, but I am not perfect. All right. Let's see. I didn't see your question, Lulu, but I hope that you can recover your cooking. What was your question? Don't be afraid to put what you're asking me in all caps. That helps me see it a lot easier. You guys are awesome chatters, and unfortunately that means that it is tough for me to keep up with the chat, but that's alright. I don't mind it at all. I just don't be offended if I miss something. And if I do miss something that you've asked, don't be afraid to put it in the comments section after the video is done. I always answer my comments, so if you have a question in there, then please, by all means, ask away. Let's see, I'm just checking and trying to find Lulu. Lulu, it depends on the light situation. So what kind of lighting source do you have? Is it daylight? Or is it like sunset, or is it nighttime? See, light heavily affects the colors that you use as undertones and highlights. But if it's a bright blue day, bright blue sunny day, then I usually use the color of the sky for the highlights in black hair. And the reason why is because I feel like black hair is shiny and reflective a lot of the time. Not every time, but a lot of the time. And so I use the color of the sky. So whatever the color of the sky is. So if it's a dark night sky, then I'll use a dark purpley blue. If it's a sunset sky, I might actually not use blue at all. I might use reds or pinks or some other color that I'm using in the sky. And for a bright sunny day with a blue sky, I use the bright blue of the sky. I hope that answers your question. Leslie's giving lotto numbers. Man, I need to write those down. Oh, what's going on? Um, I'm not sure it's happening. I'm sorry. I can't keep up with it. I get so overwhelmed. Ah, let's see. You're welcome, Lulu. That was a good question. All right. I'm not sure what's going on, but if you do have something specific for me, please just don't be afraid to put it in all caps. I'm not sure if people are talking to each other or to me. And so I think this start is doing pretty decent. I'm fairly okay with how this is turning out. So what we're going to do is the next time we do this page, we're going to continue on her skin until it's finished. I really love this aubergine color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I wasn't planning on putting it everywhere, but here I am, adding it to everything. So you guys know by now, I do not plan out my pages. I just sort of let them happen organically on the stream the same way they do when I'm not streaming. I do this because I like my streams to be authentic representations of how I work, you know, when I'm sitting at home by myself. So that means sometimes I do jump around a lot, and I'm really sorry about that it's not organized or... But I mean, when I color by myself, it is this messy. It changes, my ideas shift. You know, that's just kind of how it goes for me. So I don't want to give a fake, false way of coloring just because I'm live streaming. I feel like that's not as helpful, even though it might be harder to follow. I just want you guys to know that my process is messy, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not organized or perfect by any stretch, especially when I'm doing what I am doing right now, which is just figuring something out for the first time. Usually I will change my mind a lot and do different things and try things out. So if that's the way that you color too, do not be upset about that. That's, I think there's no right or wrong way to color. I know some people are super organized. There's nothing wrong with that either. But for me personally, I am not organized. I just sort of go with the flow of things and see what happens. So, yeah. I'm not going to change my way just because I have a camera running. I feel like that's not fair to you guys. So, let's see. Tammy, I love these pencils. Oh, that's a good question, Leslie. I never really count my layers because I've already layered, like, I've only used 3 pencils on the skin, I think, or 4 pencils on the skin. But I've layered them countless times. I have no idea. I go until it's finished. I know that's like the worst answer, but really, I never count the layers and I never really am conscious of how many layers I use. It's really just about using the light touch, building it up, and then when it's done, you know, not adding anything more. So I don't have a good answer for that question, but it is a good question. I get it asked a lot, but yeah, I don't have like a set number of layers that I use, unfortunately. And every single face is different. Some I knock out really quickly, and some take a long time and lots of layers. So it really does, yeah, it really does depend. No, Tammy, I just have the color pencils. I have the Caran Luminance pencils. So we are at our time. I was planning on maybe going over the time, but unfortunately, because of Abby being having some struggle here today, I think I'm going to call it a day and just see if I can comfort her a little bit. But this is where we left off. She definitely has a pale complexion to her, and I think you guys can see kind of where I'm going. The next stream, I'm going to add some more warm tones back in. So this is a play back and forth between the cool tones of the shadows and the warmth of her skin. But I think by the end, hopefully we will come out with something pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll see. Right now she looks a little bit vampire-y because of all the purple, but I think it'll be fine once we add more of the burnt sienna in. So hopefully I will be able to stream this again soon for you guys. Are there any other questions before I get going? Oh, thank you, Lazzy. Connie, exactly. Yeah, Diane. I mean, there are people who are very, very organized, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I think it really is, coloring should be making you happy. If whatever you're doing is making you happy, then that's the right way to color. I mean, obviously we have to respect things like copyrights. We can't go, doing illegal stuff, but as far as like within the realm of legality, if you're making yourself happy and you're having fun, then you're doing it right. Everything else is just, extra. Yeah, thank you, mods. And okay, thank you, Christina. And don't forget, if you were one of our winners, if you were Barb, Bridget, or Bo, please go ahead and email me your choice, and we will get those PDFs off to you. And thank you guys so much for joining in on this event. We have Emily Illustrator coming up tonight. Let me just go ahead and link you guys the schedule so you know what's going on. So there's a little bit of a break, so go get some food, go to the bathroom, maybe relax and have, a cup of coffee or something, and then we're going to come back for Emily's stream later on this evening. It is at, it's quite late actually. It looks like it's at, what is that? I'm having trouble. It's like 9 p.m. my time, I think. Well, anyway, it's on the schedule there. I had a great time with you guys too. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, thank you guys. And so if you are interested in ancient cultures, there are a lot of books out there with pages like that. I have a bunch of other pages in my book too, but this was a page that's been requested so many times that I kind of thought it was a perfect match for this series. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to give a shout out and then I'm going to go. We have Emily, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so that's 9:30 for me. No wait, 10:30 for me. Central. Yeah, I'm really bad with time zones. Don't listen to me. Anyway, just go refer to the schedule. We have Emily, Tammy, Sammy. Thank you for coming and modding. Sammy and Christina. And Kenny, I know she's gone now. And Shannon, thank you ladies so much for modding. We have Lulu and Nancy, Leslie, Diane. My color, what's your name? I don't think I've seen you around too much. I've forgotten your name, I'm sorry. We have Lucy and Kathy and Yvonne, thank you for coming. Heather, thanks for coming. Thanks, Connie, I'm glad you like it. Who else? Who else is here? I'm just looking through the chat. Let's see, it looks like I've kind of covered everybody in the last couple minutes or so. Oh, is your name Sarah? Okay. Oh, don't be sorry, Bridget. Don't be sorry at all. Life comes first, guys. This is just for fun. All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming. All right, guys, it would not be a stream without you. So I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys. It's Valentine's Day, so I thought I'd be a little mushy and say, this channel has grown into something really important to me. I love sharing what I know and learning from all of you all the time. All of your questions, your comments, your fun chats, they mean so much to me, more than I can ever say. And pardon me for being a little bit mushy here, but I figure since it's Valentine's Day, I just want to say I love you. I love all of my family here on YouTube and also my Facebook and my Instagram family. All of you are amazing. And I call you my family because I really do feel like um, you are an extension of my family. Like I've come to know a lot of you and, like become friends with a lot of people. And I'm so grateful for this community for allowing me the opportunity to share what I love in this way. I've started overcoming my stage fright. I'm not quite there yet. I still do get stage anxiety a little bit, but once I'm into it and once I've started coloring, it all kind of melts away, and I realize I'm here with friends, and you guys make me feel so at home. And for that, I'm so grateful because when I first started my channel, I was so nervous all the time, and I didn't know how my work would be received, and I didn't know, if I would make mistakes or, like what happened earlier with Abby on camera. Like I was afraid of that kind of thing happening. But over time, I've come to realize that you guys are an awesome bunch. So I just want to say thank you. Like you thank me for the stream, but I thank you for the stream because it would not be the same without you, and it means a lot to me. So yeah, I love you guys. All right, I'm going to go now and take care of Abby, but I hope you have a wonderful, magical time coloring. Bye.